Coming to you this day from the third floor of the Rhode Island State House, my name is Dave Barber. We simply call this segment Capitol Spotlight. We essentially put the spotlight on a member of the General Assembly and discuss with them some of the things they've been working on and how it might impact you, the Rhode Island citizen. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome a woman that we've interviewed many times before back to Capitol Spotlight, the Honorable State Representative Pat Serpa. Representative Serpa, it's great to see you.
Thank you, Dave. It's been a while and it's good to be back, and I'm very happy to be back because I have two wonderful awards to tell you about.
Well, listen, you should be pleased because one of those awards comes from the very popular Humane Society. And people watching this right now love their pets, they love their animals. Tell us about that.
You know, Dave, I never realized until I campaigned door to door just how many people have pets. I don't want to pull it a fact check on this, but I'm willing to bet two out of three families own pets. When you ring the bell, the dog starts barking. And the bill that I passed and the award that I got was for passing a bill that would forbid the crating of veal sows or pregnant sows before they give birth. They're confined to these painful crates. They can't move, they can't walk, they can't turn around. So this bill is a simply humane bill that lets them out of their crates several weeks before birth so that they can relax. Animals feed us, they sustain us, and for however long they live on this earth, I think most people would agree they should be treated humanely.
Well, Representative, I think it also points to the fact how you folks in the General Assembly can do more than one thing at a time. You can multitask. There are a lot of things going on in our state, and obviously the treatment of pets and animals is important, and you're able to work on legislation like this that will help them.
Absolutely, Dave. And I would say at grand total, that legislation took me 20 minutes to get passed. 10 minutes to work with the attorneys to get some language drafted, 10 minutes to testify in committee, and it protects animals. And it's interesting that we're talking about this today because just as I left the house this morning, I heard a news clip about, a consumer news clip talking about people's shopping habits during the recession, and people are now sticking with store brands and less expensive brands. But it was interesting, they said that the one area that people are not willing to compromise is in the purchase of pet foods. They purchase pet food and they will not buy a cheaper or less nutritious brand for their pet.
Well, let me tell you something, Rep. You make a good point because to people, their pets are very important. They pay for good veterinary care. They pay for good care of their pets and animals when they're recreating and vacationing and they're boarding their pets and animals. This legislation just points to one more area where people need to be concerned.
Absolutely. And then that brings me to my other award. You mentioned so well, it's such a great segue that we can multitask, we can do more than one thing at a time. My other area of interest, as you know, has been small business since I've been here. And my other award is from the state's Human Resources Council, and they awarded me for my consistent legislation that is small business friendly, workforce development friendly, and fosters job development and job growth.
Yeah, you were called the Public Servant of the Year, which is a very nice compliment.
I was very, very flattered. I'm in the company of some very good people who have received the award before me, and it was quite a surprise to get two awards in 1 week, and I'm very proud of both of them.
Well, Representative Serpa, I congratulate you, and I know pet lovers all across the ocean state certainly appreciate what you've done. I thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, Dave, very much. Thank you.
And of course, we could not do it without you. My name is Dave Barber, and you've been watching Capitol Spotlight.